It's just more magnified because it's during the COVID.
Right.
Let's go to the phone, 637-0094. Ma'am, are you still there?
Yes, hi.
So let me get this straight. You have applied for the Programan Salapi.
Yes, I have. And one thing I've learned is make sure I have the names and numbers so I can do a follow-up. But I spoke to Angie from...
Ma'am,
from
point of personal
Hello.
privilege. Point of personal privilege, ma'am. I just wanted to say, when did you apply, and can you tell us anything else about the process and how long you've been waiting for your check?
Okay. I applied at May 8th. I believe it's the first week that the governor had announced that she was going to do this program. Since then, it's already June. I spoke to Angie, who is from Public Health. She said their job is to print out the application, attach it, and send it to DOA. However, I spoke to Mike, who is at DOA, and they said that they have 13, 14 boxes sitting in their office. They need to go through each boxes and enter, put it in their daily in their computer. However, he hasn't even entered 2,000 application in their computer yet. And he mentioned yesterday when I do my weekly follow-up is that if your application is not completed, they're not entertaining it. They're going to send it straight to Public Health, back to Public Health.
So what's the status of your application, ma'am?
He has maybe 10, 12 boxes before he even reached my application, and I applied the 8th. The first week that the governor announced, I applied on the 8th, and he hasn't even touched my application yet.
Ma'am, are you an existing recipient of the SNAP benefits or any of the programs that would make you automatically eligible for this?
Unfortunately, no, because I do not qualify.
Right.
So I went through the other way around, and I applied for this program. And unfortunately, it's already June, and he hasn't touched my application yet to be entered. But after they enter it into their computer, it has to go to, then it goes to accounting. That's where they do the cutoff of the checks.
I'm sorry. You say you manually applied. You didn't go online.
No, because I had to. No, I did go online. Everything I do it from home.
Yeah.
Because I try to keep away from everybody. So everything from application, I do everything online at home.
Mm-hmm.
And even with that, I had to constantly keep doing follow-up. So one thing I've learned is make sure I have their numbers, I have their names, so I know who to refer back to.
So the boxes are the applications that they printed out that they received. Is that what?
Yes.
Okay.
And so if people are still, if people are still waiting, if they applied for this program and if they're still waiting, and if their application is not completed, their documents are not attached, DOA is not entertaining it, they're sending it back to Public Health. Quote on what Mike said is, this is Public Health program, and they don't know how DOA got involved.
Wow. I'm pretty sure Mike would get in trouble if he, so did he tell you this, just so you know, or was he frustrated as well with the process?
No, one thing he's been very good, and I kind of give him
props?
Good, good props. I kind of tell him thank you for taking my calls. Thank you for doing what you do. But it's frustrating because if Public Health only make sure the application is attached, the right documents is attached, then send it off, versus sending whatever attached documents that the applicants put in and it's not completed, then why send it to DOA when it's just going to go back to Public Health?
But you don't even know, right? Because Mike said that he hasn't even touched your application. You don't even know if you have any documents missing?
No, No, I spoke to Angie, and I make sure that my application and my documents were completed, because when I listened to you guys earlier is that they put up a whole set of requirements, so I was able to catch that, and I always keep up with what's new and what applications and documents I need.
Wow, you sound like Guam's worst nightmare. Taxpayer who's informed.
I don't know if you. Well, I actually called a while back, so I don't know if you remember me, but yes.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah. So, but Mike has been very good with, like, telling me, hey, I haven't touched your application yet, and I'll do like a weekly check-in. And this week I was like, hey, did you get to my box yet? He said no. And one thing that I liked from him is, I run my office. I don't do this PARI system, this type of deal. And I said, thank you for ensuring me that. Because
what's Mike's last name? Should we say it? Because it sounds like he's cool. I don't want to get him in trouble.
I don't know his last name.
Because I guarantee you they're going to go rip his phone out of the wall after they hear this. Mike, guess what? You're not allowed to talk to anybody.
I don't know that. I do know his number, but but he was very professional and letting me know, like, hey, I haven't gotten to your box yet. I'll call you if I do. But he was able to tell me that my application did arrive.
Right. So, when we asked about, because we've heard people complaining about this program in Salapi, and, we asked about it, and the response we get was that, hey, we've already paid out 13 million. And so they don't really address that people's applications are stuck in limbo. They just say, hey, we paid out 13 million and leave it at that. Yeah. So are you hearing anything from any other people who have applied?
No, because like I said, I kind of keep my circle small now. So, but someone who is already in the system hasn't received their check yet.
And you just know this is their friend or something?
A family member.
Okay.
My God.
Yes. So, and they, Public Health said that their check has been cut already, but when they kept going to the post office, they're like, there's nothing there. So, I don't know where the 13,000 is going, but it's sure going to millions. I don't even know where it's going because it's sure ain't going to us. There's 14 boxes sitting at DOA and hasn't even been looked at. So if people are waiting for it, it's at DOA, and if your application attached with your documents that is incomplete, the DOA is not even looking at it. They're going to send it straight back to Public Health.
Okay, all you guys out there listening in Radio Land and Facebook Land and wherever you're catching the show, if you're having a problem, if you've applied for this program in Salapi and you haven't got a check, let us know. Let us know, because again, when we asked the government of Guam, and I know we asked DOA, we just did a story, an update on this, and they had said last night in session that I think they paid out 13 million, and there was a $7 million balance from the 20 that was set aside for this program.
And also, what frustrates me too is the unemployment benefits too. If they're planning on sending all the applications for DOA to cut checks, DOA is overwhelmed with, on top of the disaster relief aid, they have to do their jobs too.
Right.
And then and so it's frustrating because here we are struggling, trying to make ends meet. We do have to pay like our power, water by the end of the month, or we'll get disconnected, or we have to, so the bills are coming faster than we can have assistance.
Right. And meanwhile, our government is making a big show out of trying to pass a bill to do something that they don't even need to pass a bill to do.
Yeah, and and it's, I hate to say this, but I'm a GCC and UOG. They're faster of helping their students versus the governor. They received the money within weeks, the following week, the students were able to have the money, have the check within their mouth.
So what do you think that the holdup is? I mean, geez, we're talking about $80-some million that they just can't figure out how to give it away. I mean, that's crazy.
The one thing I can think off the top of my head is they need a system, meaning if Public Health just only look at the application and says, hey, this application is missing, either contact or destroy, I don't know, but don't send incomplete application to DOA and then having DOA like look at this 13 boxes and like shut sorry my language, but 2 boxes are incomplete. We're going to send it back to Public Health. So if it from the get-go, they need to, work as a team.
I wonder how many applications are in these boxes.
They need to hire you.
Oh my goodness.
But they're probably going to hire a bunch of political parties to go up there and...
According to Mike, he said 14,000 people applied. Don't quote me, but according to what he said, 14,000 people applied. And I don't know how many applications are in the boxes, but if you didn't if anyone didn't receive money, you know why. They haven't touched. They're not even close to 2,000 applications of putting it on the computer.
Well, thank you for the call, and
Thank you.
I mean, we'll put it out there. I can just totally hear the government of Guam though saying like they don't know what they're talking about. No, what we paid out 13 million, but again, like I said, you sound like their worst nightmare because you know your stuff, and that's what's really great about our people is they do the homework, especially when it involves money they're supposed to get.
Yeah, and I kind of do all my research before I go on the air because I don't want to say the wrong thing. So I kind of do all my research, and if things are not being done, I'm like, hey, someone needs to put light on this, and someone needs to look into this because if you're saying 13 million, obviously people are still struggling. I applied since the first week of May. I haven't gotten it.
Wow.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, that's too long.
Yeah, it is too long. It's and then on top of that, if the unemployment, the Department of Labor is going to give the DOA cut checks or direct deposit. I'm like, why are we going to get the unemployment for the people that has already applied for the disaster relief and hasn't received it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you got one job, get the people their money. Seems pretty simple, but apparently it's very complicated.
Or even like send people to help DOA.
Mm-hmm.
One team for like looking at all these applications, and then I don't know, just there needs to be a system that works with them.
Thank you for that, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to speak up on behalf of, the people and, and even someone who's experiencing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating. Those are coming faster than we can get assistance. And, it's just a shame.
It is.
I hear you.
I mean, this is something that we've all been saying since way back, since a couple months ago. Give the people the assistance they need. Before we got this federal money, they were saying go apply for food stamps, and we were saying, hey, what about people who don't qualify? Early on, it's been the same. We just need to get assistance to our people, and I just don't understand why it's so difficult to give away this federal money.
Yeah, and the one thing that the governor doesn't realize is the food stamp. There's brackets for each family, and one thing I'm thankful of is that the disaster relief funds brackets for the family or for each family household is higher than the food stamp. So that's how I was able to apply. And then when I on another note too is when I tried to make a complaint to the governor's office, the clerk was hanged up on me because she was trying to say, you should be thankful that the governor is doing all of this, putting out all the money. And I told her, you know what, I am thankful, but what I'm not thankful is that your governor, your boss, is not putting her ducks in a row, and she's not having it organized where it's easy for the money to go out. And I understand that it's the federal money, and they want to be cautious of how and what way they want to go through and make sure it done correctly, but there should be a system. Like I said,
They hung up on you, girl. They hung up on you.
they hung up on me because they didn't like me, and because I was like telling her
I mean, you should be thankful. You should be thankful to the federal government, not the governor.
Yeah, so that's what she was trying to tell me, and I'm like, this is the governor. You should be listening to the people and not hanging up on me.
Okay, well, we're not going to hang up on you.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Feel for you.
Thank you, and I appreciate, and you guys are doing awesome.
You are doing awesome as well. I don't like that you have a small circle. I want you to talk to people. I want you to empower them with the information that you have.
Well, I have a small circle at home because, I want to keep away from
Right.
people.
Yeah.
But I try to extend my circle through, my internet and my
Right,
computer, my
Yep,
phone.
yep, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, we
but-
certainly, keep reaching out to us.
Yeah.
Keep us posted. Let us know if you ever get another update from Mike, or if you get your stimulus check.
Or if Mike gets fired or anything.
Well, I did for the one for revenue and tax. I didn't. I had to do a follow up. Lucky I did a follow up because my kids were missing their Social Security card, a copy of their Social Security card.
That's an easy one to lose.
I didn't get a notice. It was me that had to do the follow up, and I'm
Right.
like, hey, what happened to my check? And they're like, well, your child is missing a copy of their Social Security. I was like, my child's already at about this age, like 4 or 5, and she was like, well, we need a copy in order to get a check. So I had to, of course, have the person that does my tax do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But so I just wanted to put it out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
nice day.
Wash
Have
your
a-
hands and keep us posted, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. We're KUAM FM. I got Guam. It is 8:59. Good morning.
Good
Coming
morning.
up on the show, of course, we always end our show with a good note, and so we'll definitely do that. And then we want to bring on our buddy Tom to talk about APEC and disinfecting and cleaning services as we start to see more businesses reopen, and not just businesses that have been open. Obviously, disinfecting and cleaning your area for your employees, or providing that safe